Hello, students. Had a question come in from the homework on section 3.5. It's question 3. So let me jump in here and get a little bit of white space going. Doo-doo-doo. All right, so let's take a look at what this question is asking. It says, if 64 divided by A is equal to B, then find what is 64 divided by B. So there's a couple ways to think about it. I'll show the algebraic way, and then I'll also show the other way that involves the four-fact families. So for example, in number 3 here, if we know 64 divided by A is equal to B, then by the definition of division, that means that 64 is equal to A times B. So we now have an equation here, right? And so what we know about division from our algebra classes, we could go through and say, well, wait a minute. What I could do is I'm trying to find 64b, 64 divided by b. So I could actually go through and divide by b on both sides. Okay. So now on one side, I have 64 divided by b, right? On the other side, I have a b divided by b. And so depending on where you're at in your algebra class, we can kind of eliminate these because they share a common factor. And so then I end up with a times 1. And so this is equal to a. So when they ask, what is 64 divided by b? I could answer, it's a. And I think it's helpful to tie this in. I know this one involved a couple different variables, but remember back in chapter 1, we said, well, let's solve a simpler problem. What if they gave you the numbers? So let's just say that it was 12 divided by 4, and we know that that is equal to 3. Their question, now just think about reversing a few of the numbers here. They'd say, well, what is 12 divided by 3 equal to? And hopefully you can kind of look and say, well, wait a minute, it's still the same multiplication problem, 4 times 3, 3 times 4. So the answer would be 4. And that's really all that happened here. Okay. So if you are writing down the fact families, right, if you did 64 divided by A, that's equal to B, right? You could say 64 is equal to A times B. You could say 64 is equal to B times A. And then the last one, you could say 64 divided by B is equal to A. So there's our four-fact family. And the one we were looking for is 64 divided by B. That's the last one, and it's equal to A. So a couple different ways to look at that problem. Hopefully one of those works out really nicely for you. That's it. Off you go.